What's up, everybody? Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. Here, let me just move this just a little bit. Um, so I've made videos before about the search bar, um, and being in these groups now, basically 3 or 4 years. Um, every week it seems like is the same questions. We do get a little bit of variety, but and it always seems to go in waves. We'll get a bunch of people just asking how to clean real basic stuff. How do I clean concrete? How do I clean vinyl siding? How do I, clean a roof? Roof's a little bit more involved, but at the end of the day, how you clean it is pretty stinking basic. Um, and eventually, those of us that have been in here and have answered the question 500 times get a little annoyed, and especially it really bugs the crap out of me when I see people that will post a simple question and then they'll post it in they'll copy and paste it into like 3 or 4 or 5 groups. I just find that really sorry, a little late. Just find that really disrespectful. Oh well, I'm gonna ask mom what she thinks, and then I'm gonna let me go ask dad what he thinks. I don't really trust what you're saying. So I mean, a couple of things. I mean, the biggest thing that gets me with all of this is that it really and truly is just a lack of respect. You may not think that when you post, you join the group and say, hey, what's a good machine? Or how much should I charge to clean a house? Or how do I get this green stuff off the side of a house? I just don't know how to do it. Full disclosure, I used to pressure wash the crap out of stuff. I used limonene for a while until I found out that was wrong. I found out I didn't ask everybody, hey, what do you use to clean it? I started reading. I would ask people in person, for advice and talk to other contractors and learned and watched other people post things. And it's really, what's even worse though is when people do ask these basic questions. Some people will say, we'll provide info. Some people won't. Some people are going to say, check the search bar. At the end of the day, there's still some valid information being posted on there. So you got picked on and chided. Oh, big deal. Guess what? Welcome to a club of type A personalities. You're going to need to get used to it, plain and simple. But when you go back and then delete that because some people were like, hey, you don't know what you're doing, maybe you shouldn't get involved in this. Why are you taking on a project that you've never done before, that you, based off these questions, have no clue or capability of doing to begin with? And certainly we've all, at one point or another, ventured into something that we've not done before, obviously, or else we'd never be doing anything. At some point it's new. But you also have to make sure that you're prepared to take on that next level. Not just, hey, I've never, I don't do power washing, but I got hired to clean the roof for this house, and it's in pretty rough shape. How do I do it? How should I price it? No. Go watch a video. There's tons of. I've made a bunch of stuff. So again, when you get told to check the search bar out, that's a good thing. It's honestly, the search bar is a whole lot better results than what you're going to get by posting real time. I'm a nerd, I typed it all out. But basically, I mean, number one, there's far more information out there that can be searched through than can ever be gleaned from a single thread. You're just not going to find the entire way to do everything power washing by posting questions and getting the answers. If you got roof questions, you got rust removal questions, you've got pricing, all kinds of stuff. It's all out there. Info in prior feeds, prior threads, whatever, is going to be a lot more reliable and trustworthy than what you decide to post at Tuesday at 3 p.m. When you post in the middle of the afternoon or whatever, it doesn't really, anytime. I'm not picking on Tuesdays at 3. But when you post, all that you're going to get as far as feedback is whoever is available at that time. when you go through, though, and you look through these threads, you can see, oh, so this person, told somebody when they got stopped by DNR, or cleaning a dock, just wait till they leave, and then just do whatever you want to. Just spray it on there, get out of there real quick. It won't be an issue. That's horrible advice. I called that person out big time, and they got caught out by a bunch of other people. But you know what? The only reason why that person got called out on is because other people eventually saw it and commented. And, the guy ended up blowing up at me, whatever. He knows who he is. And I'm sure there's going to be multiple of those over the years. But, again, when you have stuff that's, even last week's information is going to have more response and be more thorough than what you get, again, by posting today. Again, I've been involved in power washing for over a decade now. Been involved in a lot of the groups for 3 or 4 years, and I know I've put in a ton of time. I know that people that came before me and that are in here now have put forth a lot of time and effort. Probably spent months and years worth of their time contributing information to this. That information is out there and can benefit everybody. When you use the search bar, guess what? Google and Facebook don't give you a hard time about that. You can search all day long. You can search at night. You can do whatever. You can learn so much information simply by just reading what's already out there. You don't need new information right now. Get the old information, get a good base, and then you can start looking at other advanced things, Getting opinions, not how-tos. Nope, you're not going to wear your welcome out by searching stuff. I had an issue the other day where my guys got stuff on some brass, or on a doorknob. A couple of them, actually, 3 of them. I knew I had seen something. I searched through 4 or 5 groups before I found the posts, and was able to fix the mess. Now, since, it took me a little while on there, and I really just wanted to make sure, because everybody was saying WD-40, I asked if PB Blaster would be okay, tried it, that worked fine. But I'd gone through, taken the time, searched, and that was one of those more critical, hey, oops, something went wrong, I need a little help. Being directed to the search bar isn't me being mean to you. That's me helping you. I know some people will say that because they're just annoyed that you've come in and asked something basic, but we also don't want you to come in, be lazy, and act like you deserve to be spoon-fed. It doesn't work that way. If you've been around for a while, I've made a little over 200 videos at this point and got a decent following on YouTube. I love helping people. That's my passion. It doesn't really matter what field or what it is. I like to help people. That's why I made that channel. Certainly there's a lot of guys with much more popular channels than what I've put out here, but quite frankly, I'd rather make the video answer the question, and I've tried to answer most of the big broad questions and a lot of the little stuff, so that way I don't have to answer the same question from people every day. It will bother me. It will get me to not want to help people. That's why I made those videos. And also keep in mind too, at the end of the day, we're all in this to make money. We're all trying to run our businesses. I've made the reference or analogy that if you go to a library and you can ask the librarian where to find this information. And a lot of times librarians are real smart people. They might know the answers. You can also go to the computer and search through whatever's there and find the references and materials and all. If the librarian ends up being asked the same 10 different topics or 10 different questions every day, they're going to get tired and get annoyed. They're going to be like, it's over there. It's over there. And the answers are going to get shorter every single time. And eventually, she's going to come across as snippy. That's the way that ends up with a lot of these groups. We get tired of people asking the same question and clearly putting forth zero effort. Zero. And it's really surprising when people are in multiple groups and they're putting in zero effort to show that they're trying to grow their business, trying to learn. So, anyways, I know this is a little bit of a rehash from what I posted earlier. Again, it is a good thing when people are pointing you to the search bar, because it's going to be better for you and better for everybody else involved. And I will say this again: when you're posting, whatever, during the day, you're going to get a lot of those sophomore people that think they know a lot they don't yet. I've seen guys that come in, ask all the beginner questions in January, and then by March they're apparently a genius and can answer all your questions. It's good for them to be helping. I appreciate the giving back, but sometimes, again, you gotta learn who to trust, and you're gonna find out who to trust by going through those boards and seeing who's helpful, who's not, who's sarcastic, and what people are just jerks. So, anyways, I hope this helps. I hope it saves you from, getting picked on or wearing out your welcome before you even get in the door. So, all right, have a great night, guys.